Good morning, everyone watching this video. Welcome back to another movie-related video for you guys. And this one's about the HD DVD and Blu-ray format war of 2006, since we're celebrating 20 years of it, and how Blu-ray won and how we got 4K Blu-ray, because the technology did get better once we got 4K TVs. So let's kind of go back to where it all started. These things, HD TVs, were becoming the norm. Everyone's buying these things. So we needed a format to go along with these TVs. It was Blu-ray and HD DVD. Because if you hooked up a DVD player, these things didn't even stand a chance. It didn't even look good. So that's why we needed a new format to battle out. I mean, we could have created one of these things where it was more high quality with HD, but having a DVD player that could upscale on an HD TV wasn't the best idea. So in 2006, we needed a new format. It was either Blu-ray or HD DVD. So at that time, some of the major studios were battling it out for each other, Blu-ray and HD DVD. So here are the top 5 that was using or was supporting the Blu-ray format at that time. It was Sony, of course, because they're the makers of HD or of Blu-ray. And then Toshiba was HD DVD. And then there was one that was using both. So the 5 companies supporting the Blu-ray was Sony Pictures, 20th Century Fox, Disney, Lionsgate, and MGM. So the other 2, Paramount and Universal, were supporting the HD DVD, where we got Warner Brothers on the side of both Blu-ray and HD DVD. So they had some titles on Blu-ray and the other titles on HD DVD. But as the time progressed, we also had another war, but this is another technology war. It was the Xbox 360 and the PS3, where the Xbox 360 had a built-in DVD player. It didn't have a built-in HD DVD player. I guess since that came out of premium for Microsoft. So they got an add-on for the Xbox 360 for HD DVD, where Sony was clever. They put a Blu-ray player or Blu-ray drive in the PS3, making already Blu-ray the clear winner, all because of the PS3. So while that was going on, we still had regular DVDs for those who didn't want to transition until the format war was complete and we had a clear winner, so we don't buy a dead format. So yeah, a lot of us were still watching standard DVDs even a year after we had a clear winner, which was Blu-ray, and a lot of the future titles were being released on the Blu-ray format. Let's see. This movie, even though it came out in 2005, I guess a year or so later, it was released on Blu-ray. All the other titles, little by little, was being released on the Blu-ray format. And then some were released on HD DVD, and some were released on both HD DVD and Blu-ray. And as the years progressed, both Paramount and Universal were moving over to the Blu-ray and then putting all their titles on the format. And Warner Brothers actually moved over to the Blu-ray by 2008. So by 2008, we had all the major studios on Blu-ray, thus the Blu-ray winning the format war against HD-DVD. And the HD-DVD was considered dead, obsolete, by 2008. And then by 2009 and 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 14, 15, we had Blu-ray. But a year later in 2016, which was 10 years ago, we got introduced to a new format, the 4K Blu-ray. And the 4K Blu-ray was pretty much the same technology, but a higher video quality, because we're moving up from 1080p to 4K. And because of that, we needed a whole new format to match the output, the resolution of modern 4K TVs. And there's some people who still buy DVDs. And there's some people who are going back to VHS, which, in the last couple of years, people have been going back to VHS as well for that nostalgia, the warmth, analog sound, the tactility of popping into the VCR. We have a lot more ways to watch movies than ever these days. But back in 2006, we were battling out between two formats, Blu-ray and HD DVD. And what's crazy is that with HD DVD, it couldn't be played on a standard Blu-ray player. It needed an HD DVD player, which by 2008, they were all considered dead and obsolete. Yeah, they were considered dead by 2008. And thus, the Blu-ray winning the format war, and more movies were released on the Blu-ray format, when a lot of them were still being sold on DVD. So yeah, a lot of movies were being still sold on DVD. For a lot of people who haven't really adopted the Blu-ray format yet. Because for me, I still had a CRT with a built-in DVD player, so a lot of my newer titles were bought on DVD. I didn't get into Blu-ray until 2014 with Cloud of the Chins and Gumbballs 2. I mainly bought it for the DVD format. This would have been my first Blu-ray. Bedtime Stories. Yeah, this would have been my first Blu-ray disc. Bedtime Stories, if it had a DVD. And I would have built I would have built my collection right there. And this would have been perfect on Blu-ray as well. WALL-E. I mean, there's a lot of Disney movies in here that I would love to get on Blu-ray during its first year. But then I would have to buy other movies on HD DVD, and I didn't want that. So, there's a lot of movies I would have loved to get on Blu-ray, but eventually did get at a thrift store. Oh, this would have been a lot of these newer movies I would have loved to get on Blu-ray. In 2014, that was actually the same year I got into Blu-ray. I don't know why I got the DVD. Yep, there's a lot of newer movies in here I would love to get on Blu-ray. Yeah, that's what I might do eventually, is upgrade a lot of these to Blu-ray. And, you know, let it get, we'll get a DVD copy with it as well. The Blu-ray DVD combo packs. That's another thing that came out of the format war, was the Blu-ray DVD combo packs for people who are making that transition between DVD and Blu-ray, so that you can buy the movie once and you have both formats until that time comes for you to get a Blu-ray player, or for some people a PS3, and then a PS4, PS5 with the drive, the Blu-ray drive. See, the Blu-ray eventually was implemented into the Xbox with the Xbox One. If most of you might remember, that's when Xbox finally said, hey, let's put a Blu-ray player in the Xbox One. I don't know what took them so long between the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One to put a Blu-ray drive into their system. They're weird. Microsoft is weird when it comes to their gaming consoles, put all these add-ons, where Sony just kept it simple, putting a Blu-ray drive into their PlayStation. Thus, you know, the Blu-ray won the format war because everybody had a Blu-ray player in their PS3. And then pretty soon the PS4 and the physical version of the PS5. And now, you know, these formats are dying, all thanks to streaming, which is pretty sad because I like physical media. I love that tactility of holding something in my hand and interacting with at any time. You know, it's just one of those things that I do like about physical media. And all thanks to the format war between the Blu-ray and HD DVD, which I know Blu-ray had an early death, all thanks to streaming services. And they eventually died in 2020. We don't know why, because we were all streaming our movies those days, and it affected the sales of Blu-ray discs and 4K discs. I mean, they were going strong until March 2020. And the last movie I remember buying on Blu-ray before the pandemic started, it was Trolls World Tour. And then they started to cut down on their physical media, and well, Walmart and all of them started to cut down physical media. But I guess they started to really die when Best Buy and Target started to phase out all their physical media. But I'm still going to Walmart and thrift stores and other places like that to get physical media. But if you guys enjoyed this video, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.